Hello, welcome to my frequently asked questions. Today I'm asked a commonly asked question: what is a ponytail facelift? How does it differ to other types of facelift? So, in a way, a ponytail facelift is a unique type of facelift, and it differs to almost all other types of facelift in that there are no visible scars in the skin. And by that I mean there are scars, but the scars are hidden within the hair. And by doing that, it avoids scars in the skin completely. And although other types of facelift scars can be hidden discreetly around the ear and behind the ear, with a ponytail facelift, they are truly hidden. So the other advantage of ponytail facelift is the recovery. Because the surgery is hidden within the soft tissues of the face, the recovery tends to be faster. So, in a way, this is quite different to a mini facelift, a SMAS facelift, or a deep plane facelift, and I will go into further detail why. So, in answering this question, why have a ponytail facelift? How is it done? What are the benefits? What do I need to avoid? How does it differ to the other types of facelift? What is the recovery? What happens before, on the day? What is the cost of a ponytail facelift? What are the potential risks? And some of my own personal tips. So in terms of this, well, first of all, introduction about myself. My name is Mr. Julian de Silva. I'm an occupational plastic surgeon in London, and I complete facelift surgery, blepharoplasty and rhinoplasty for my patients every week. And this is from my experience, and of course this cannot consultate a consultation. It really is for your information, educational purposes. So why have a ponytail facelift? Well, it really is if you have early signs of aging. And so there might be mild drooping of the face, some volume drop from the cheeks, from gravity. There might be minimal loose skin. And the classic result is if you put your hair in a ponytail, or if you do like this lady is doing in this photograph, if you lift the face upwards, it improves the V-shaped appearance of your face. Well, it might be that a ponytail facelift will benefit you. It tends to be patients who are in their late 20s or 30s. With increasing age, there tends to be more loose skin, which makes it more difficult to complete this procedure and have a good result. Why have a ponytail facelift? Well, late 20s to early 30s in age, mild aging, mild changes in gravity, mild loose skin, and mild volume loss. These are going to be the criteria that are going to determine whether you have a good result. And they're going to depend partly on your age, partly on genetics, such as hypermobility could affect this, and of course your lifestyle. If you do a lot of exercise and you burn off a lot of your natural fat, then you can tend to age a little faster. So why have a ponytail facelift? Well, to freshen up your appearance, avoid scars, a faster recovery, and it can maintain a more youthful appearance for longer. And what exactly does it do? Well, it lifts in this direction, and it really lifts towards the temple area, because that's where the scar is hidden within the hair, and it lifts the cheek area in that direction. This is kind of the area by which the scar is located. So it's within the temporal hair, and it can be about 3 centimeters in size. And by hiding it in the hair, it can avoid issues such as keloid scarring. It tends to have a faster recovery than other types of facelift. It can be done under sedation anesthesia, or also known as twilight anesthesia, avoiding the need for general anesthetic, avoiding the issues associated with general anesthetic and an overnight stay. It tends to be more conservative and tends to be natural. And because it is less invasive than other types of facelift, it tends to be associated with less risks and less complications. So how does it compare against a max facelift? So a max facelift involves 3 specialist stitches that are used to lift the SMAS layer of the face. Well, this can be an effective treatment for patients with early facial aging. However, it does need scars in front of the ear and removal of loose skin. And so in a way that is a significant difference to the ponytail lift where the scars are hidden within the hair. How about the traditional facelift? Well, a traditional SMAS facelift is a larger procedure. It can certainly do more in terms of improving the neck. And usually there are scars both in front of the ear and behind the patient's ear, and is associated with a longer recovery time as swelling and healing often is over a period of weeks. How does the ponytail facelift compare against a deep plane facelift? Well, a deep plane facelift is a more extensive procedure. It's lifting vertically upwards. It's restoring the anatomy to where it used to be. And it's my signature, like deep plane facelift. Well, I really believe this is an effective and natural rejuvenation for patients. However, it's really for patients with more facial aging, patients who might be late 40s, 50s, 60s, but really for younger patients with minimal loose skin, well, a deep plane facelift is not necessarily going to be the best treatment, and a ponytail facelift may be the best type of treatment for you. So what can I expect before the procedure? Well, it's important to have a consultation, and in that consultation, it's important to talk about what you're looking to achieve, your goals and expectations from the procedure. Your consultant will go through your medical history and assess the changes in your face, discuss the potential outcomes, and of course also the risks. Sometimes for some patients, complementary procedures are going to give you the best results, and that may include lifting the brows, the temporal brow area at the same time, adding volume such as fat transfer in specific areas will often soften those changes and improve the results. If you have a smaller chin or there's more fine lines and aging of your skin, well, skin resurfacing and improving those areas will also be of benefit. The procedure can be done under sedation, which means it's a fast recovery. You'd go home probably less than an hour after the surgery, and it takes about 3 hours to complete. There's 2 scars. One is hidden within the hairline, within the temporal hair, and there's another small scar inside the mouth, and that's to give access to the cheek. And the cheeks can be really nicely lifted from this procedure, and it can be combined with other procedures to give you the very best results. After a ponytail facelift, well, the main factors with healing are swelling and sometimes bruising. Recovery time is generally much shorter than other facelift procedures, 1 to 2 weeks. Factors that can influence this and things that you can do to improve healing, well, I've completed a whole video on things that can improve healing after surgery, and that includes like cool therapy and ice. It's important to rest for 1 week and invest time in taking things easy. And yes, there'll be some degree of tightness from the lifting, and it's important to avoid exercise for several weeks in order to improve quickly and heal faster and have less swelling. What is the cost of a ponytail facelift? Well, it will differ greatly in terms of location and countries. Certainly the cost in London, it will be from anywhere from £10,000 to £20,000, depending on exactly where. Specialist equipment is often required, including 3D cameras and endoscopes. It's regarded as a more complex procedure, and many surgeons completing facelift surgery will not be so familiar with this kind of lift because it's a type of ponytail facelift. Is also known as an endoscopic facelift, and it's hiding the scars within the hair, and it requires a degree of skill to complete. Often, to get the very best results, complementary procedures will help. Other factors that will affect cost are the facility, the location of the facility, the regulation, the type of anesthesia, and of course the overriding post-operative aftercare. What are the risks of a ponytail facelift? Well, the common things are swelling and bruising. It is about an improvement over perfection. And things like asymmetry, well, these can be improved, but you can never achieve complete symmetry of the face. Expectations, well, if you have significant loose skin, this may not be the best treatment for you because by the nature of a ponytail facelift, no loose skin is removed. Areas of the face are lifted, but significant amounts of loose skin need additional types of treatment. Serious risks such as stretching of a motor nerve, well, these tend to be temporary and improve over a period of months, but relatively uncommon, less than 2% of the time. Other issues in terms of healing, things like infection would be very uncommon, and antibiotics would be the gold standard to protect you from that. Although most patients tend to heal quickly over a short period of a few weeks, occasionally the recovery can be longer and there can be risk factors that can affect that. So my tips, in terms of ponytail facelifting, it's important to be clear exactly what you're looking to achieve. And it's important to go for a consultation and speak to your surgeon, discuss exactly what your goals and objectives are from the surgery. Who is going to be most suitable? Well, in a way, a ponytail facelift lies somewhere between non-surgical treatments and undergoing a mini facelift. It kind of bridges that gap, and it really requires an assessment to discover whether you're going to be best suited to have this kind of treatment. It is a specialist treatment because all the surgery is completed through 3D cameras that are hidden within the hairline, and so it is a specialist technique that is not done by all plastic surgeons. It's important to do your research, take your time to make any decision. Any kind of facial surgery requires a degree of artistry and customization for you. For example, I ask all patients of mine to bring an old photograph to give us an idea of how you individually have aged over that period. And of course, realistic expectations are also important. So in summary, well, these are the things that we've talked about. We've talked about why have a ponytail facelift? What is a ponytail facelift? How is it done? What are the potential benefits? What are the potential things to avoid? How does it compare to other types of facelift? What is the recovery? What you need to do before and after a ponytail facelift? What is the potential cost of undergoing this procedure? And what are the potential risks? And I've given you some of my personal tips from doing this for many years. I do hope this information has been helpful for you, and if you have any other thoughts or questions about a ponytail facelift, do not hesitate to contact me either through my website or through social media, and I do hope this information has been useful for you. Thank you for watching.